Hi there, and welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we nearly died in Sector 2, which would definitely be the earliest time we ever died in a run. We had only sensors working and nothing else. We also lost a crew member, but we replaced him with a mantis, and now we just can't stop getting crew. This episode, we're going to go to Union Space. Honestly, both options are kind of indifferent, but it's fine. What we're going to get, C.U.R.A. What option do we have? The projector's rubbish. I don't need it, so I'm going to say no to that. What's the intermediate task? Oh, it's Crazy Pete. We can do that to get a photograph. 100%. Not a problem. We're going to contact the guard, and we're just going to request supplies, and like, hey, we don't have orders to provide assistance. Well, that's rude, but fine. Interesting start to the sector. We do need fuel. Hopefully, the outpost has some. You arrive at what appears to be a colonized moon. However, scans show it's been abandoned. We'll move in. It was just a small amount of scrap. Cool. We can be a little bit riskier with some of the events because we have a clone bay, thank goodness. Civilian mining operation. We'll inspect closer. Most of the ships have docked with a nearby outpost out of reach of the mining ship, but one ship is still in process of mining some asteroids. We have a scrap arm, so we're just going to mine some. You gather a decent supply of fuel and scrap in the asteroids when suddenly the harvester from earlier notices you say, hey, this is a restricted area, what the hell are you doing? The Union hates us for doing that, but it's fine. I needed fuel. I would definitely not fight you if you'd be willing, but we know that that's not the case. Fire ion is going on their med bay, in this case. And then we're going to jump into their... I guess their engine... Oh my word, this is going to be terrifying with asteroids and a drone. Set things on fire. You're going to go into weapons just for a second and set that on fire as well, then come back. Honestly, you two come in here with them. We don't want the fire to go out. They'll end up running away to the med bay, but now they're on fire. So what are they going to do about that? Fire eye on the shield. Oh! Oh! Close. Oh, we did get hit by a beam. That wasn't... We took one hull damage. It's not that bad. Could be a lot worse. We should probably be prioritizing taking their drone offline, but it's fine. Let's try and prioritize... There we go. They're going in to take the fire out of the med bay. Come on. Take them out already. Come on. He's bravely running away, but the ship's going to blow up before we can take him out at this rate. Come on. Oh, no, we got him. 5 fuel and 33 scrap. Can we get off this ship before they die? I know it sounds rude, but I'm kind of okay with the 2 lost sons packing it in. If they don't, they don't, but I'm okay with it because then they'll regenerate in the clone bay. That means A, I don't have to heal them. I mean, I can't. But B, it means they'll come back at full health. Just to speed this up a bit, let's get level 2 clone bay power going. They do lose some skill, but it's fine. Like, he's still pretty good in combat. They're all pretty good in combat, really. Everybody move back. I guess I didn't save you guys in the teleportation room. That's a weird decision that I made in the past. Not a big deal. There we go. Okay. We did get fuel, which is exactly what we wanted. So we can go outpost, quest, then go over to the task, I think. Good old asteroid field. Normally, I wouldn't be inclined to do free handouts, but you renegades are carrying the weight of the whole damn universe, or multiverse, on your back. What do we need? None of this, honestly. But we will take the fuel, because it's free. And then I don't have to prioritize, like, panic going to a shop. We've tracked down the Mantis suspect. We know what you've done. We've done a lot of things. You need to be specific. Yeah, more specific. You killed the NG. Again, too vague. We kill many NG ship. What's your point? Close enough. Report them to the engineer. Because it was correct. we get the ASB on our side. They're going to board us, so we're going to wait. Fire Ion, though, can totally go for the weapons. They can heal, so I guess we should maybe go for the Fire Ion on the med bay. Which room are you going to? Oxygen? Well, give me about 3 weeks to get over there, and maybe I'll try and stop you. We should probably just take you over anyway. Put you in the weapon bay, and then I'm just going to have you set things on fire. You are Battle Bear, right? Yep, Mark II Battle Bear. So do that, set it on fire. You're probably going to die, but that's fine, honestly. I'm even tempted to set our own ship on fire, but I'm not going to. We just have to stall them. And all this fire is all I needed to do. Yeah, if you toast, that's fine. See you later, Rockman. It's okay. They're going to jump back. They are now in all kinds of doo-doo. You two can wander back. There you go. Our Rockman will come back at some point. It's not a rush. They are in all kinds of trouble. Unfortunately, we have a breach and a fire in the med bay. Well, I'd rather have neither of those. Well, I'd rather have one or the other, not both. I'd also rather the ASB doesn't blow up their ship, but I think that's what's going to happen here. I'm going to try and take them out with our Fire Ion first, but I don't see it happening. We might be able to board them and get the kill, but I highly doubt it. We'll see. We'll give it a try, though. Come on. Oh, we did it. Hey, you avenged the energy ship. The engineers thank you and give you freebies. Hopefully they don't kill me by accident. You don't need to go the way of the dodo. You can go the way of the dodo, so I can just have you re-heal. Or not, because I accidentally teleported you back. Go me. It's fine. At least one guy will have health. Are they going to shoot that ship anyway? I'm actually curious. Are you going to take that ship out? You know there's nobody in it, right? I don't know. I guess they're not going to. Well, maybe they are. Survey says... No, I guess they can't target it because it's not actively hostile because it's got no crew in it. I don't know. Weird. Interesting interaction. You learn something new every day. Can't say I don't teach you something, guys. A Union vessel severely damaged from a huge hull breach desperately hails you. Okay. They explain that you barely managed to escape from a pilot. They need to transfer crew over to a different ship. We could use our rock crew as extra security, but I'm going to use our Hive Elite. Seems this was an elaborate pirate trap. Considering they had no problem trying to rob you, you don't feel guilty at all extorting them for their stuff. Yeah, you don't want to try and extort a fancy pants mantis. They will rip your face off and feed it back to you. Any stores? Nope. So we are going to do some upgrades. Get level 2 dodging. Get level 2 teleport. And we are going to go... So there's two things we need. We need reconstructed teleporter, and we need the DNA energy bank, so that if our cloning bay goes offline, our crew that dies doesn't just get terminated. For now, though, I'm going to get reconstructive teleporter, because then I don't have to worry about anything to do with them losing skill while they, go into another ship at half health or whatever. That's not something we have to concern ourselves with. We will agree to hunt down the ship. We will contact this ship. And we'll say, what do you want? You explain the Free Mantis ship they're hunting is only trying to pass through the sector peacefully. Ah, you're joking. You have to be. If there was anything the Rebellion got right, it's that aliens are dangerous. I'm going to force them to surrender. This is a weird small ship. So it has a one-room clone bay. It does have cloaking. It's not the most dangerous ship in the world, but let's get our dodge up anyway. What level of cloaking do you have? Jeez Louise. Okay, we are going to board. What do you have on this ship? Zoltan and a human. Alright. I'm going to put one person in the clone bay, I guess. And it's the wrong person, because that won't catch fire. Amazing. Okay. Well, we're going to split up then and look for clues. There you go. Fire and fire. Cheers. This is going to hurt. I only hit our engines. It could be a lot worse. Could be a heck of a lot worse. They're in big old trouble now. Look at all this fire. Cloaking's offline. Go into weapons, please. Fire the fire ion at it. And they're toast. You kill them? Why? That's unnecessary. We not want dead civilians. We just want safe travel. Still, you save us. We pay you as thanks. The Union hates us for it, but, I mean, we didn't want to kill them either. It's just what they chose to do. I don't make the rules, man. The Union's going to hate us by the end of this sector, but I feel like that tends to be the case. Crystal Store. Interesting. Let's go take a look. Very interesting. The rotund crystalline being appears on the video screen. Aliens, a grand opportunity, and a collector of strange artifacts you call scrap. Show him how to construct a scrap arm. A device solely for the collection of precious metal material? Magnificent! I cannot let this go unpaid. He gave us a neural crystal. Interesting. Salvage. We could have laid a mine fleet there, but it's fine. This neural crystal... I don't think it's an amazing weapon, for the record, but it is interesting. Anyway, get rid of this. Get rid of this. I didn't realize how many drone pieces we had. We probably wouldn't use any of those even if we went for a drone control system. We're going to go for cloaking for sure. And then we're not going to use that. We'll sell it back to him. I'm not convinced we're going to use the Hades missile. I mean, my only concern with selling it is that if we did sell it, then we are absolutely up, you know, poop creek without a paddle if we end up with a ship with no oxygen. That's why he's kind of hanging around right now. We're not going to get a door system yet, probably. Ion 3 is... I don't know, man. I mean, it is interesting, but it's not quite what we're going for. It's not what I'm feeling. I think we're okay with this combination of things. We sold some stuff and got cloaking. We should probably get another reactor power. So we can at least have some reasonable dodge. And by reasonable, I mean not single figure. So there's that. The Vampweeds hate us. So that's probably not the way we're going to go. Although we could attack them intentionally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is probably the way we'll go then. Yeah, the Union hates us. The Confederacy hates us. So, you know... Errant Lanius ships attached to a Union station. Both the ship and the station are sending out a distress call. The station's distress call reads, Mayday, we're being eaten by a Lanius. The Lanius, however, only produces a garbled screeching. We're going to attack the Lanius. We're going to do that because I was hoping the Union might like us more for it, but I guess that didn't work. This is a difficult ship for us, because we can't just board. Well, we can, but we're not going to be very successful. They're going to board us, though. So this is the one time where we could either go for the Jeb or the Hades and both have some legitimate use. I'm going to try and shoot down their weapons first, and then we might use the mine launcher. Do that. No, with the Lanius coming over, get level 2 oxygen. That's quite annoying. Where are you planning on going? You're going to come and fight us in here? That works for me. The level 2 oxygen should keep us mostly safe. Not that safe, as it turns out. Let's dodge through their flak, please. Wow, we didn't do a very good job dodging it. But you know, good enough. Okay. Their main weapon is down, so we now switch to the mine launcher. And we just kind of aim in the direction of their troop teleporter. The Jeb fires so quickly. It does use a missile, so it's not perfect, but it fires so quickly that this is going to be the quickest way to shred their weaponry. And their ship hull generally. And we don't mind if they get some of their weapons back online, because we can cloak through the next wave of flak if need be. But yeah, this is doing the most damage for sure. Actually doing surprisingly a good amount. I guess I kind of sleep on mine launchers a bit, because they don't do system damage, but they are very good at doing hull damage. They're surprisingly accurate too. They're just really slow. Contact the station. Thank you for saving us. I don't think we can reward you, but we appreciate what you've done. You could have decreased our notoriety. Asses. Mantis and Vampweed store. No, we're just going to go probably blow up the Vampweed one. If they attack us. The Confederation Terraforming Station hails you. Yeah, looking for a place to shop? You may be in luck. While in the process of evaluating this planet as a new candidate for hosting a garden world, we found an abandoned pirate colony. We have no use for this stuff, so we're selling it off to anyone interested. Can we check the ruins? Sure. Well, it was one fuel. Let's search again. Still find nothing. Let's search again. Search again. Search again. No, keep searching. Despite many groans and scouts, you order your crews back out one last time. There's nothing. Suddenly, one of your crew calls in with a strange report. The metal detectors have found an incredibly, barely perceptible anomaly a bit south of the camp. They start digging and come across a hidden trapdoor buried under mounds of soil. It leads to a secret pathway untouched by the vampweeds, full of all sorts of valuables. You report your findings back to the terraformers and they're dumbfounded. Impressed by your resilience, they allow you to keep everything in the secret cache. 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 34 scrap, a reactor upgrade, and a charged laser Mark 1. We don't get to go to the store. And we're going to have to skip the task, so C.U.R.A's going to be like, see ya, I'm out. But I've never done that before, and I thought that would be funny. Is the charged laser Mark 1 anything we care about? No, we're going to be selling it. But it was still cool that we got it. Sometimes just being stubborn and stupid pays off. We could, well, if we want to go to the C.U.R.A task, we could delay the fleet, I guess. Go on, then. Lay a trap for 13 missiles. That's pretty painful, but we can jump to C.U.R.A and back again. Might as well show it. We're here for the photographs. I would rather you not talk us to death. Go on, we'll talk to you. Uh-huh. 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 Thanks for that. See you later. Unfortunately, they're now going to be right in our face. So, I mean, were mistakes made? I don't know. But either way, it's fine. It's not like there would be anything in the sector because we already were there. So, I don't feel like we really missed out a huge amount. We're really just going to have to hide until we can get out. So, Hades is going to go on. And you are going to fire a shot at their weapons. That's an anti-drone drone. Okay, so we can still shoot this without any problems. Do we want to board them? Not really. I'm going to say no and just try and stay out of the way, I think. They're not going to board us. We're not going to board them. This is a silly waste of everybody's time. But you know the drill. We're just going to fire one shot at them so we can try and reduce the odds of taking damage. And even that now is done. Thank you for missing. Thank you. Go again. Do 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 do. We're taking an eternity. Do do do. Can we jump out of beacon, please? Come on. We're going to charge us in time, right? It's going to be close. See you later. Ooh, it's a Gathering Garden Worlds. Hey, you can see the AESP from right past us. C.U.R.A, what are you going to do for your hard task? I don't know what the Multiverse are. Secure the station without causing too much damage. We might be able to do that. Maybe. We don't have an orchid, so I think we're going to take this time just to do something on the ship, and we're going to do a salvage mission. Oh my word, that's an awesome result. 6 fuel. We don't need it, but it's cool. So we want to probably go rock store merchant. Actually, we can put... No, we should do that before he gets kicked somewhere else, because he'll probably go over here and we'll never get to him. There'll be 1, 2, and then we're pretty much going to have... We could go this way, probably. We wouldn't have to go straight across the top. It's not like we're looking for cloaking. We're not looking for anything astronomically expensive. Rock traders are more common than you'd think. We have Theocracy crew, so we would like to skip the fee. Thank you. Not racist at all. We don't need anything on the ship to do. It's fine. And then we'd have this option. I would have obviously gone the other option at the start and requested supplies, but it's fine. Radiation laser's kind of interesting for this, but I don't think so. Ion intruders with a drone control system would be kind of interesting too, but I don't think we need to do it. Hacking. Maybe. I think we're going to get hacking, but I don't think we're going to get it yet. Here's the thing. We can't do the trifecta of options on this ship because we don't have enough system space. So it'll be hacking or mind control. It's going to be one or the other. That's the result means we're probably not going to get drone control. Generally, hacking has more upside, but mind control is easier to use, I guess would be how I'd explain it. And it's cheaper because it doesn't use any resources. Right now, I'm not going to pick up either because, well, we need to upgrade our ship. Look how paltry most of our systems are. What we should definitely do, I don't remember if this is at level 2 or level 3, but Clone Bay, backup DNA, do that before I forget. Because I don't want to lose my crew because of stupidity. So let's go to the merchant ship, see at least what he has. See if he has any special weapons. At this time, I'm going to sell most of the drone parts, though, because we need the scrap. Elite solar kernel. Interesting, because it causes fire. This, honestly, is just superior to the Hades in almost every way. It does take 1 extra power, which is worse, but it fires a lot more quickly. It has a 50% chance of not even using the missile up. It does 1 less damage, but it's a guaranteed fire, and it's a massive stun, too. This is only a 20% chance. So we'll get rid of this, get rid of that. I think we're going to go with a solar kernel. There is an elite spore launcher here too, which is a really strange weapon I've never really used. I don't feel comfortable using it because it sounds terrible. Is the honest answer, but in terms of overall weapon setup, we're going to have a fire ion, a solar kernel, and then we're going to have to long-term get something that probably fires a lot of lasers. Because otherwise we're going to end up in the exact same problem we used this ship last time when we went against the flagship. If we assume we get there. Bold take to assume we're getting there, but you know what I mean. Right now we're still going to be running the fire ion because it is free to use. Still, I think that was a good pickup. It's not as good as getting like the strawberry or something, but the elite solar kernel's pretty good. They're going to hack us. They are not going to board us though. What drone do you have? Anti-drone drones. We can fire a missile at you if we need to. In fact, this might be a pretty good place to use a solar kernel, in fact. Let's aim for your hacking with that, and then we're going to board. There's no rush getting these guys back, so we can just go straight into weapons. They don't have a med bay. Oh no, hacking sensors, whatever will I do? Set everything on fire. Their crew is in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, it's not like they have a defensive drone in the ship. They don't have a maintenance or anything, so that's fine with me. Just going to blow up their weapons, and then we will go do all the things. I probably don't need to fire you again, do I? Or at all, in fact. No, I don't think we even need to do it. I don't think we're going to even attempt to possibly waste the option. Because they only hacked something that's completely irrelevant that I don't care about, so... And now they're doomed. Adaptive ion. Is that the weapon that just does, like, more damage? Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not using that. We already have a fire ion. I mean, that is slightly better against the flagship, but... yeah. Not enough to move the needle. Let's get out of here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we should be okay, right? Hopefully. I mean, we have cloaking. If we have to dive, we have to dive. Giant gathering transport ship. Please help me. I've been wrongfully detained and broken free from my cell. They'll find me soon. If you rescue me, I'll do whatever you want. We'll teleport them on. We're such a nice guy. And we get an orchid. Which, on a ship that is very good at dealing with fire, is excelente. That being said, I don't really have anywhere to put you. Eventually, when we get a door system, we will, but for now, go into oxygen. And we should name you after a person in our beautiful subscribers list. Survey says you are going to be... Mr. Flocko. Again, anybody else that hasn't had a crew member named after them ever, get in the comments, let me know. More than happy to accommodate. If I ever end up naming somebody twice on the same ship, take a shot. It will happen at some point, I'm sure. Let's go to the outpost. We could bargain for a kernel weapon, because the thing is, we don't need any of this right now. I'm going to bargain for a weapon so I can sell it. You tempt me. You do tempt me. We are a Lost Sun ship. But no, that's not what we're looking for. There's nothing we really need right now. A vast, beautiful field of flowers lays on the nearby planet. A stunning view of flowers scattered across for miles and miles. I just saw the Lost Sun option. Burn it all! No. No, 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 no. Yeah. We're about to commit genocide on all of the children. Let's not do that. We can't lay a trap. That's fine. We're going to do nothing. So many interesting stores. I don't actually like monk stores very much because they have a habit of just asking for money. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Can't do that. Can't go to the distress. Sorry. Better luck next time. Good luck. Have fun. If we take out the crew, we'll get a special tech, but they're going to hate us. It's fine. We're nearly out of the sector, I guess. Fire ion will be adequate here. They do have mind control, which is going to be a little bit annoying. Because he's just going to be there and be a pain in the butt. It's fine. Teleport over who you have already. You do have a Rotman Outcast and a Crystal, which is pretty annoying. Transport over at level 2. He's probably going to set this on fire, which is going to be annoying in and of itself, but it's fine. I think he'll only take down one layer of that before he gets converted back, so it's not a big deal. You need to set that on fire immediately. They're going to board us and probably go in the room with them. Orchid, go in there. Mantis... they have a crystal. No, we're not doing that. We're going to stand nearby, because as soon as he converts back, we're going to have to do something about it. Okay, he's now on our side. Get in there. I'm almost tempted to set our own ship on fire. I think we do, because that'll cause this orchid all kinds of problems. What a weird thing we just did, but I think that's the right answer. That's going to suck, though. We're going to get hit by a lot of stuff. Not too bad. Wasn't the complete disaster it could have been, but it wasn't great. He's teleported back. Their piloting is out completely. Get into weapons, quick. And then we're going to cloak through the next barrage we get fired at. That's a bomb in nowhere. I knew I couldn't block both times, so this is the time I'm going to try and dodge this stuff. The NG and weapons is fine. It's all good. Oh, we got an achievement. Gathering transport. The crew's dead, leaving you with the ship. Its cargo is yours for the taking. We get an Elite Colonel Mark II. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff to dodge. You go over and repair that. That's going to fix itself. You go into oxygen, like you're meant to. You don't move back. Everybody else do, but you're fine. Okay. Elite Colonel Mark II is pretty good. Again, it's not as good. This is like a worse version of the Strawberry, although it's slightly cheaper to use. This doesn't really work for us. It causes breaches, which is not what we want when we're going into a ship. We want fire. But that's going to be money. That's going to be stuff to sell. That should be a good price to sell too. Yes, the floors are going to hate us a bit, but don't make such interesting stuff for us to steal. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. We're going to protect the orchids again. This is going to stink because they are going to board us and they have a clone bay. Okay. I'm going to ram you on this occasion. It broke their clone bay. That is amazing. Solar Colonel. You only do 2 damage, but you do system damage. And I know I just said do-do, but it's fine. We're going to aim for weapons with the Solar Colonel. You're going to board us, which I'm A-okay with. I do wish you'd picked a different room, but it's fine. You go in. You're going to bravely run away. You're going to run to... I mean, the room doesn't even matter. But get the orchid in there because it'll give us more oxygen. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to change my mind and aim the Solar Colonel at the Lanius that's trying to repair the clone bay. That was rude, though. We're going to cloak this instead. I thought the frost would be more dangerous than the burst laser, and I think I was correct. Solar Colonel's taken the clone bay out. Let's aim for weapons this time. We might have to fire at it again, otherwise he's just going to repair it over and over. Yeah, we might just have to eat this and hope something misses. At least it missed once. This is going to potentially hurt, though. Yeah, and he blocked our ability to cloak. Cool. And our ability to get out of this room. For good measure. Excellent. Mr. NG and the shields, could you try beating that down, please? Yeah, this is not going great. I mean, it could be going worse, but it's not going great. There we go. Well, they're toast, so I mean, there's that. That wasn't quite the way I wanted that to go, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. The orchids gave us another elite colonel, which we can't do anything with. Go repair this for me instead of you. If you can break into the room, that'd be bueno. You can see that ships that don't have oxygen, we have a hard time dealing with. I do wonder if we'd be able to get something by taking out all that crew, but we will never know. And I guess we'll never have to care. 249 scrap. We should go and upgrade our ship before we go to our task. Get that upgrade for sure. Ah, well, one scrap short if we do that. Do that then for now. Okay. So we can get level 3 shields, we can get some more engine power, some more dodge. Go to the task. We do need to try and not use the solar kernel for everything. We're going to attack the station, for sure. We're going to ram them because I was actually hoping to take that clone bay offline, but taking mind control offline is even better. What's the best option here? There are 4 layers of shields. I think the Jeb will do the most damage to the super shield, right? Yes, it's going to cost us a couple of missiles to do this, but I think that's still the right answer. Get more dodge. They're going to self-destruct. What? Okay. So we need to take out their clone bay. That's really what I'm hearing out of this. We don't have shield bypass. And they hacked our clone bay. Another interesting choice. So what is this? A martyr? That's not too bad. We got the DNA data bank, so I'm not too worried about that. It's just mildly annoying. But the Jeb, if you could hurry up, please, that would be great. Yeah, he's going to blow up. And he's got everything on fire. Perfect. So you guys can at least run in. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we might end up having to board with a man with the NG. But where are they planning on going? The fact they can bounce around everywhere is just incredibly annoying. But we need to get into their ship, so let's get everybody back. That hurts. Okay, get in there quick. And we can't get out of this room. Amazing. So, set things on fire immediately. And I can't get in that room, so the piloting's probably going offline. And we can now turn off the mine launcher. It's done what it needs to do. Actually, it did a little bit more than it needs to do. I've got to turn it off. But it's fine. Okay. All we need to do at this point, then, is get this crew back. And try and take this guy out. Oh, mind controlling him is incredibly annoying, because that broke the combo, too. You try and break in. No? Okay, well, if he wants to go there, that's fine with me. Get you guys back. Ow. That's a lot of damage. I know you're incredibly slow, but this would be the time to not be slow. Come on. Next shot we can cloak through. At least. Oh, we didn't need to. I should have dodged the last one. The Dustbringers have been defeated. With the station empty and nobody to stop, you inspect the consoles and retrieve the records before salvaging. No, we have to go. Thank you for the martyr vests. So that was a difficult mission. I'm not just saying that because it was, but they had a lot going on. Martyr vests. Add a death effect to allied crew, making them explode for 15 damage against enemies with a 50% chance to start fires. Pretty good for what our run would typically do. That being said, we do need to get our crew back alive, so let's maybe turn the clone bay on, dummy. That was a lot of damage. Please tell me we're not diving. Okay, we're not. Good, we're going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Still a cool thing to run into. I don't think I've ever done that one. And we've got one more NG to go. Come on, desk. Good old service desk. To be fair, it's a pretty good job. Alright, 148 scrap. We are going to need... what? Probably that. So we've got some ability to dodge some more stuff. I don't think I've been using cloaking optimally, I think it's fair to say. I keep holding off. Like, well, the next one will be more important. Probably not. I'm going to explore. We're going to dock. Oh, we got a guy. We got a vampweed I don't need, who's an excellent pilot. I was hoping to get supplies. Do I want an orchid more than I want a vampweed, or vice versa? I think, Flocko, you're just going to get converted into a vampweed, because then at least you're a backup pilot. And that means our mantis no longer has to pilot, which is excellent. And he can probably deal with these guys taking on the oxygen right now. In fact, Flocko, do you want to deal with that as well, please? The Rockmen are going to have these two guys absolutely smoked. So I'm not worried about that, but... yeah, we need to ruin these guys' day, please. Yeah, he's toast. Alright, perfect. So everybody is going to be where I want them to be. If we get doors, we're going to move... actually, no, move to sensors. Why not? Might as well have you do something useful. Next sector will be next episode. We either get to go to the Coalition Shire. I want to call it a shire, but it's a shire. Or the Geniocracy Realm. We have a lot of hostile sectors on the way towards the end here. We'll decide where we go next episode, between episodes. So hopefully you did enjoy it. Let me know if you did, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.